island. It was actually quite quick. It took us only, I think, 2 hours.
2.5 hours.
And I could cut another video. There's Marty. And our guest house is actually picking us up. So let's go to the accommodation.
We have arrived at Serifos, and this is our little hotel with a beautiful view on these pine trees. And the smell here is very special because the pine trees give a really nice smell and reminds us of our beautiful stays in the Greek islands from 2 years ago. And now we are going to head for a bite in the city and try to rent a scooter because we want to discover the island of Serifos.
And this is actually our room. This is the bed, bathroom. There's a fridge, there's Marty.
It's completely new.
And this is completely renovated, and we pay for 3 nights only 81 euros. So that's super cheap, directly by the beach, with a pool. Breakfast, I don't know if it's included. But anyway, you have to check it out. I put you the link in the video description down. First thing to do when you arrive on a Greek island, get some energy. I hope the wind is not strong. Beer and white wine and some good Greek food. With a perfect view. And some of you might think, why are you going again to the Cycladic Islands? Because you have been there already 1.5 years ago. But actually there are so many Cycladic Islands, and this time, with one exception, we're going to explore 5 new Cycladic Islands, and we will make you a vlog from each island. Chora, and this is actually the last place where you can stop. There's a little car park here, and on the square there's a coffee which is called
Frigana Frigana. It's called Frigana I Trimpi.
And that's supposed to be one of the best coffees, so let's check it out. If
And have a coffee.
And have a coffee, maybe they have a pie de limon for you. The food has arrived. Marty has already eaten half of it. Fresh Greek yogurt with fruits, honey and granola. No granola, orange juice, freshly pressed, and coffee with this view. The island of Serifos actually belongs to the district of Milos, and it's rather a small Cycladic island. It has only 1,400 people living here. And in the history or in the past, there were many different cultures or countries invading or occupying this little island. So the Turkish people have been here, or the Ottomans, the Italians, or Venetians, even Germans were ruling this island for a period. And all these other cultures or countries were coming here or invading this island because this island is very rich in ore. So they have found a lot of minerals here, copper mainly and iron. And they found even traces of mining which go back 2,000 years before Christ. Can you imagine? So they were mining here 2,000 years before Christ until 1960. And when you drive around on the island, you even will find some pieces of that history, like a pier which goes out into the sea where they were loading the ore into the boats. But hopefully we will show you that later.
Now we are exploring the island of Serifos. We have a little map here that shows you the island. Here we have the main port. We arrived here with the boat, and our hotel is located here in a nice beach area. and this is actually the most active part of the island. Here you have a road that goes all the way around the island. The main beaches are located here in the south, here then in the northwest, here in the east, and now we are exploring the Chora, which is the main village on the island. We will get lost here in Chora. The island of Serifos actually has a very well marked hiking path, so this is a real hiking paradise. Some of the churches can only be reached by the hiking paths.
And we are here actually at one of the main attractions of Chora, and that's the blue domed church, which is in the Chora, in the city of Chora, in the heart of Chora. And unfortunately it's closed today. We cannot enter, but it's already beautiful from the outside. And of course you have these beautiful views all over the island. Above Chora there's a little church, you can see it up there, and from there you have a spectacular view on the Chora. So that's where we are heading now. And if you could imagine the smell here of these herbs, this is like anise, where they make their ouzo from. It's so intense. This is the first time we are here on the Cycladic, or for me at least. This is a blend where they make tea from mountain tea. First time for me in June, when everything is still green. We are now on the top of the Chora, almost on the top, and it's so calm and so beautiful. And this is an island actually which is really still very, very authentic. There's not a lot of mass tourism, and therefore also no cars, or not a lot of cars and scooters, so you hear only the wind. And over there where Marty went with the camera, you can see Livadi Beach, the big beach with the turquoise water, and then the harbor, and behind the harbor is Livadi Beach. That's where our hotel is actually located. And the island has 26 beaches to explore, so be sure to have enough time when you come. The locals say they have 76 beaches, so the truth is somewhere in between.
And from here, the most elevated church, you have a beautiful view down to the Chora with the town hall, the neoclassical town hall, and its blue domed church. This is the main square of Chora, and here's a neoclassical town hall that looks over it. This is a beautiful little square with lots of cafes, and we're probably gonna come here and eat at the Stu Stratu. They apparently serve a delicious fennel pie. And now we are leaving the Chora, and we are going to a monastery that's a little bit further on the north side of the island.
Oregano blooming on the island. with plenty of butterflies and bees. And just imagine the smell. It's so intense.
This is a Taxiarchon monastery on the island of Serifos. It was built 1305 and rebuilt in 1881 after a terrible earthquake that destroyed it. And it's still in operation. There are 8 nuns still living in there. We didn't meet them because it's closed, but
We only met their chickens.
we only met the chicken. The chickens are running around here wildly.
From the monastery you have a beautiful view over the sea, and there's just a ferry boat down there which is connecting the island with
Kithnos.
Kithnos, which is the neighboring island. You can see it a little bit in the dust over the sea, and as I said before, the smell here of the herbs is just incredible. And there's a big pine tree or whatever tree that is, and just imagine when these islands have been covered with trees before the Venetians came and cut all the trees down.
And we're actually here on end of May. It's 22nd of May today, and this is off season. That's why the island is a little bit green still. It hasn't dried out, and most of the restaurants and hotels are still closed. You can see people painting and preparing and repairing, and it's a nice time to be here because there's far less people. We are completely alone here on the monastery side. It's really, really lovely.
We are done with the monastery now. Unfortunately it's not open, but we are heading back home now.
Through Kendarhos, Agios Ioannis Beach and Psylliamos Beach. Those supposed to be the best beaches to Livadi.
And then back home.
Yes.
There are some goats here from the monastery, and actually when you look at the monastery from here you can see it was built like a fortress because it was attacked many times from pirates, and then they decided to build a 4 to 5 meter high wall just around the monastery to protect themselves. And there is rumors that they were even shooting out of these little windows to protect themselves from the attacks. We're arriving to the first beach called Agios Ioannis or Giannis, and it's beautiful sandy beach with some rocks and some nice shadow places by the tamarisk trees. The next beach is Psylliamos, and there's a beautiful little taverna where you walk down to the beach. Look how beautiful this is. We just have decided this taverna is so beautifully located that we're gonna...
My Greek needs brushing up.
And
I speak Spanish to everyone.
at least you don't speak Portuguese. Well, anyway, so we have decided to settle down here next to the
Cats?
2 little cats and have an early evening aperitif with this view on the beach of
Psylliamos.
And there comes the beer.
Vergina.
Vergina.
Okay. Aristophanes.
Beach for today is
Leah.
Leah Beach, and the last 300 meters to this beautiful beach you have to walk, and you can see the sailboat at the horizon sailing around Serifos Island. We have arrived at Leah Beach. It's a very hidden, secluded beach. A few people are suntanning here. The water is crystal clear and there's almost no wind. It's quite protected by the wind. And I think we are going to go also in the water and just close the vlog here now, because we have showed you so much already of Serifos Island. If you like this vlog, hit the like button. or even if you haven't subscribed to our channel, subscribe to our channel please. And we are going to show you in another vlog more beautiful spots of Serifos Island in the Cycladic Sea.
Yes, Cycladic Island.
Cycladic Island in the Cycladic Sea. Thank you very much for watching. Safe travels always.
Bye.